here's our storm going right through essentially the northern part of Ottawa County and then lower Muskegon County. So Grand Haven, let's call it about 4 to 5 minutes, comma or a bow signature. This is where we're going to go with live Doppler radar. Whenever you see this always tends to suggest the opportunity for damaging winds, and we have several reports to confirm that. Most recently, about 56-mile-per-hour winds out of Portage. This just on the west side of town. These showers are moving at about 40 miles per hour, so they're quick movers. Kalamazoo, let's call it minutes here, about 8 to 9 minutes. Use our distance tool and assume these storms are moving at about 40 miles per hour. So here are our Chicago storms. We'll draw our track just right across the lake. Look at this. This is about golf ball size. This also out of Sturgis. I just got a text from a friend showing a little bit of snow on the ground.
Yeah.
And she said, listen, I blame you.
It'll be gone soon enough, though, right?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
For being a fan. Appreciate that. I hope you're hungry.
We are.
I hope so.
Are you a sweet or a spicy guy, Jeff?
I'm a sweet guy. What about yourselves?
Sweet guy. I like a little bit of heat. What about you?
I like some heat, and I've heard you are not a sweet guy.
Be more sour than sweet, Jeff.
Andy, come on.
Sorry about that distraction during your forecast.
Fine. You're totally fine. He's been
What happened?
mining my honey bear for like,
Oh.
what is it, all week?
I don't know what's going on. I mean, one of these days I'm going to shake this cold.
Maybe it's time to go to the doctors.
It's been a couple weeks. We're concerned.
It'll go away.
All right, here we go. We're going to zoom into Lake Michigan.
Right here is wet. It's a lot of lake. It's a lot of lake. This is about 63 inches of lake, 64 inches of lake. It gets deeper.
We'll see you tonight at Wink Stadium at 7:30. Heavy rain right now in West Michigan, out over Lake Michigan and in West Michigan itself. No watches, no warnings at the moment. Rain that we just heard outside of our studios moving at terrific paces, 55, roughly 60 miles per hour. We indicate the heavy rain in yellow at home on your HD television screen. There's one area just on the north side of town. Again, we're drawing a really large storm track here to account for how fast and how rapid these storms are moving. Westwood, Alamo, all in a couple of minutes here. Farther down the road, Plainwell, Otsego, as we get into lower Allegan County. That's not the only area of heavy rain. There's another one near Alamo, near the Allegan and the Berry County line. Let's put a storm track on this. It would take it through Doster, not too far from Delton. Again, we're going to be a little bit liberal with our storm track here, 55, 60 plus miles per hour. Doster, we'll call it now. Orangeville, about 1220 or so. And the main concern here is that level of wind aloft could come down toward the surface. To that end, in orange on your screen, we still have a 15% risk for damaging winds. And I'll tell you what, this has actually been moved slightly west to now include at least the eastern half of Cass County. Now, the good news regarding potential severe weather, the threat for an isolated tornado, this has actually been just shifted slightly off towards the east. So this is more a concern for Jackson, Lansing, Hillsdale, and over to Detroit, but it's so close that we can't ignore it. Let's go hour by hour. We'll start you about 45 minutes from right now. Remember, green is rain, then yellows, oranges, and reds speak to our severe potential, which may very well be true in Van Buren, Cass County's at 2. The chance certainly there in Kalamazoo, maybe Branch County's at 3. We're going to walk you through this at 4. Maybe a severe storm, Barry, Eaton County's at 4. Then that starts to lift out of Kalamazoo by 5. I think by 6 p.m., our severe threat almost over. So most of your Monday night, actually not that bad. By the way, again, we can hear rain right here inside of our studios. We begin much cooler tomorrow. A lot of clouds, a lot of wind on your Tuesday, maybe 30 mile per hour plus gusts, couple of showers. They are in the mix tomorrow. Chances only, roughly about 30% or so. So let's break down your headlines. This afternoon, our number one concern, damaging wind gusts. Of course, heavy rain that often goes hand in hand with potential for flooding. So we're going to keep our eyes on that also. As we get you into your Tuesday, it's a cool down on order of about 20 degrees over this afternoon. The wind's not doing us any favors. Just a little morsel of what fall might feel like, or early spring. To that end, Wednesday morning, frost is possible. Wednesday afternoon and Thursday, though, are looking like great days. Storms would return Thursday night and into Friday. Confidence in rain for the rest of today. It's an easy 100%. There's your pleasant, crisp 62 by Wednesday. Well, we'll talk rainfall for a moment. This just in the last 24 hours, about 0.9 inches at Kalamazoo Battle Creek International Airport. Let's check in with your Sticky, sultry temperatures, 66, slightly rain-cooled in Kalamazoo, where we haven't seen as much rain. Battle Creek right now, you're at 70. Now, the line of what we're following to our south, there is a line in the boot of Indiana, but nothing right now severe to our immediate south. Quick look at some of our boating, and now rain in Holland. All right, let's put a bow on it. Any watches, warnings, you're going to know about them right here on air. Always at WWMT.com, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We've got you covered. We're not going anywhere. We're going to watch live Doppler radar until Keith gets in a couple of hours. So our severe threat is going to end shortly after your dinner hour. Much less drama tonight, 52. And maybe the chance to break out some jackets tomorrow. Only 56 with a shower or so. Wednesday and Thursday remain the picks of the week. Got a nice big weekend warm-up, too, with 80s back in the mix Saturday and Sunday.
I like the way you spin that, too. It's a chance to break out your jacket, in case you missed it.
If you didn't want to, it can, you know.
Right.
It's dusty already, you think, or?
Mine's in the back of my closet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.